In this video, you'll learn how to use direct object pronouns in Italian with present tense verbs. So first of all, what are pronouns? Pronouns are defined as words which replace nouns. Let's have a look at some examples. Let's take the sentence, Giacomo shares photos on Facebook. The subject of this sentence, or the person doing the action, is Giacomo. The verb is shares, and what he is sharing is photos, photos being our direct object. Now we can replace each of the nouns, so Giacomo and photos, with pronouns. We could say, he shares them on Facebook. He is a subject pronoun replacing Giacomo, and them is a direct object pronoun replacing photos. Let's look at another example. How often does Luca use social media? So in this sentence, Luca is our subject, the verb is use, and our direct object is social media. It is what is being used by Luca. Now, if we were answering this question in English, we could respond with, he uses it every day. So he, referring to Luca, and it, referring to social media. Now, we already know some pronouns in Italian. Let's have a look at those. We've learnt about subject pronouns and we've learnt about reflexive pronouns. You can see the subject pronouns there in purple and their English translation here. So these are words which replace the person or indicate the person who is doing an action. Our reflexive pronouns, our translation is here. And you learnt these when you were learning about reflexive verbs. For example, svegliarsi, alzarsi, divertirsi. So let's then add direct object pronouns. So what is a direct object? Well, the direct object is the receiver of the action of a transitive verb. It answers the question whom or what. It makes more sense when you look at it in a sentence. So Luca shares photos on Facebook. Luca is the subject, the person doing the action. The receiver of the action in this case is photos. It is what is being shared by Luca. Okay? It answers the question what. What is Luca sharing? Luca shares photos. So, a direct object pronoun is a pronoun which replaces that direct object, in this case, photos. So we can say, instead, Luca shares them on Facebook. Let's have a look at what the direct object pronouns look like in Italian. So here's our pronoun table, and this time we have added our direct object pronouns. You can see we have mi, ti, lo, la, ci, vi, li, and le. Let's have a look at how they work in terms of the sentence and with word order. So, let's start off with the mi, ci, ti, and vi. Mi meaning me, ci meaning us, ti meaning you, and vi meaning you all. So we start off with our subject, Giorgio. Then comes our direct object pronoun, mi, our verb invita alla festa. So Giorgio mi invita alla festa. Giorgio invites me to the party. In English, the direct object pronoun usually comes after the verb, whereas in Italian it comes immediately before the conjugated verb. Let's look at another example. Io ti vedo dopo scuola. I see you after school. So you can see again that direct object pronoun is coming immediately before the conjugated verb. Mamma e papà ci cercano da un'ora. Mum and Dad have been looking for us for an hour. Okay, so again, that ci before the conjugated verb. Massimo ed io vi troviamo dopo scuola. we'll find you after school. Massimo and I will find you after school. We'll see you after school almost in a translation. So, again, immediately before the conjugated verb. Let's have a look at the words for it and them. So these were the other direct object pronouns that we saw in the table earlier. We have lo, la, li, and le. Now, if you can have a look at the color coding, and you might have already identified this within the pattern, but you can see that they change depending on gender and number. So whether it's masculine, feminine, singular, or plural. So if we have, for example, compro lo smartphone, compro il portatile, compro l'iPad, and we want to say I am buying it instead of I am buying the object, we say lo compro, and they're all masculine nouns. When we've got the feminine nouns instead, scarico la canzone, scarico l'app, which is short for l'applicazione, and we're going to say I am downloading it, la scarico. So you can see it is matching with the gender and number. These are the first one, lo, masculine singular, la, feminine singular. When we put them into the plural, leggo I commenti, li leggo, masculine plural. Condivido le foto is short for fotografie. It becomes le condivido, feminine plural. Okay, here's a bit of an exercise for you to give this a try. So you can see that the sentences are color-coded. Subject in purple, verb in green, and the direct object in blue. At the top, I've given you a bit of a clue as to the word order. Subject, direct object, pronoun, verb. So can you rewrite these sentences, or the first one's a question, in fact, with replacing the noun with the direct object. So tu leggi il libro. Hopefully you got tu lo leggi. Are you reading it? Pause the video now, have a go at these sentences, and once you've done that, check back in for your answers. Okay, hopefully you've now unpaused the video and you're checking your answers that you've written down while you paused. So let's have a look. Numero 2. Marco beve l'acqua frizzante. Marco la beve. Marco drinks it. Io ripeto le frasi. Io le ripeto. I repeat them. I miei amici comprano I libri. I miei amici li comprano. My friends buy them. Laura legge la rivista. Laura la legge. Luca ed io ordiniamo I regali. Luca ed io li ordiniamo. Luca and I, we order them. Stefano aggiorna lo status. Stefano lo aggiorna. Stefano updates it. I hope you found this video helpful. Ciao for now.